murders are growing in Philadelphia as we speak. Every day I see a new number in the newspaper. And we need to take on this issue of gun control in the city, which I know we tried to do a few years ago and the state shut us down. So the city, the mayor really needs to take leadership on that issue and many others in getting reform to this city. That's very important to it. And that means sometimes working across the aisle, having relationships with Republicans and Democrats in the legislature and working with them as well as the governor.
My background was policing. And the idea that a police officer can respond hours after a call, I used to joke. I knew the city had lost when people were no longer upset that they had placed a priority call for a really serious crime and people didn't show up. And when a police officer would go and they'd say, oh, well, we called, but it's over now. And they weren't mad. They should have been mad. I mean, so for me, I always keep coming back to that. I want someone who looks at this the way it is, which is this is surreal. These are not normal reactions to big problems.
The mayor inherits a $3.2 billion budget that we contribute $2 billion locally. Most of that money is spent on crime. Of the $2 billion that we contribute, $1.2 or $3 billion is spent on crime. So unless, we get a handle on crime, we're going to be in this forever.
In order to facilitate all this, we do need to have more jobs and businesses come into the city. We want to attract the best of the best, people to say, you know what, I really do want to live and work in Philadelphia. I mean, even if it means tax breaks for businesses, something to give an incentive for people to want to come. Throughout the city, we have big old abandoned warehouses, factories. You could turn them into business buildings, anything to create jobs for people. To me, that's going to be a big thing in attracting people into the city and to help strengthen the city.
I think what we really need to consider is crime prevention. And that has sort of what everyone's been saying. Well, if our education system were better, then kids might stay in school. They wouldn't be hanging out on the corner. And, if they had better amenities as far as recreation, then they'd have something to do after school. So I think when you talk about tackle crime, well, it's not just about putting more police on the streets. It's about prevention and offering opportunities to everyone across economics, across race, across neighborhoods, where everybody has a similar option to go to a good school and to get an education so that they have an option to get a good job.